In Brazil, a husband and father, 41 years of age, by the name of Rico Ledesma, has turned himself into a demon. He's undergone massive plastic surgery, dental implants, to make himself into a replica of an orc. Now, fans of J.R.R. Tolkien, Lord of the Rings, Hobbit, and so on, know exactly what I'm talking about. Orcs are demons in these books, these fantasies. They're very much like goblins, fictional goblins. This guy, Ledesma, has covered 85% of his body in tattoos. He has chopped off part of his ears to make them pointed. He has split his tongue. He's had inserted 8 subdermal piercings. That means under the skin. And he spent over $500 having 2 huge tusks implanted in his jaw. Oh, and he's also scarified the remaining portions of his body with a hot searing iron. Does anybody really doubt this guy has demons? His wife calls herself Krishna Insomnia, and she embraces everything that he's done. In fact, she did a lot of the tattoos, and you should see her. Her face has been inked with black hideously. This guy has a young, adoring daughter who, unfortunately, will inherit his demons. I saw a photograph of him wearing a hat that says Orc Infernal and a t-shirt with an upside-down cross on it, the hand symbol of Satan. And now, this guy's got a movie deal with a major Hollywood producer, and they're about to start shooting. Now, let me be honest with you. I am no fan of Tolkien. I know that he was a Catholic Christian and a good friend of C.S. Lewis, and they had an influence on the faith of each other. But there's too much occult imagery in what he has written to make me comfortable. The Hobbit, the Lord of the Rings, and so on. And he was born and raised as a child in South Africa, and I have to wonder if he had no spiritual understanding of spiritual warfare, and obviously he didn't, if he didn't come in contact with a lot of demonic stuff, because back then it was even worse than it is now. There's an interesting story in his biography that's told about him as a child, just a little baby, being taken by one of the handlers, one of the nannies from the local tribes, away from the family and out to the village. And I have to wonder what might have happened when he was taken there. There can't be a question about Tolkien's literary brilliance. He's one of the most brilliant and financially successful writers of human history. But I have to also ask the question, what was he thinking when he lavished such significance on characters like Gollum, who is obviously a kind of a demon, and posited the idea of good fairies? A lot of video games use the orcs and other characters from Tolkien, including World of Warcraft, that has orcs drinking blood that comes from beings called Legion. This is a warning to beware some of the characters in these video games and have nothing to do with them, nothing to do with the idea of fairies and friendly demons, and to look very carefully again at the Lord of the Rings. We need to pray for Rico Ledesma, this father, this husband who has tortured his body in this way. Without deliverance, this man, unfortunately, is going to have a lifetime of torment and pain more awful than anything he has done with his inkings, piercings, and disfigurations.
Your financial support and prayers make it possible for us to bring hope for the hurting and freedom to those in spiritual bondage. For the latest information regarding ministry outreaches, go to boblarson.org or call 303-980-1511.